Alright, so we're ready to start on Sector 3, and I have turned the volume down on the game a bit, and also I remembered to set to full-size recording this time, so that should all be working a lot better now. So let's just get right into it. Alright, first up, yep, so that's a little reminder about the resonance reflector, which we will not be really making use of because it's not really that necessary unless you are going passive-based. Kick. Oh, that is fun. Oh yeah, they can actually duck. The soldiers can. I'm gonna need a little more strength if I want to kick soldiers over, which I do, because kicking people is fun. What? Alright, so that's disturbing. Anyway. Well, we've certainly been making friends. Alright. See what's over here. Hello, turrets. Pop. Oh, there it goes. Alright, I'll just shoot them the old-fashioned way. It really is a lot of fun to kick turrets into people's faces. I wonder how soothing a song called Insect Mentalists Go Crazy actually is. Oh well. To date, I have not yet been catapulted through the ceiling by any lift in this game, so I guess that is in fact fixed. Hopefully. How can you not enjoy this? It's just great. I think you can actually, if you kick them too much, they will eventually fall apart, just from the sheer stress of being bounced around everywhere. And wandering foxes. Yeah, Assimilate is a stat that allows you to have more ammo, repair more from the repair stuff. Not something I'm majorly concerned about in most playthroughs, but it can be pretty useful, especially if you like shooting a lot of crap. Whoops. Well, that kind of sucks. I think. Oh well. Yeah, I left the ribbon over there. Whoopsie. Well, I don't know. Maybe we can find a way to come back for it at some point. Maybe? Oh well. Yeah, so that's Blitz. I am an awful person. Alrighty. And yeah, just one of many reasons why having a mix of cracking and strength can help you get around in a lot of areas. Not all of them, of course. There's quite a lot of secrets that require you to use certain weapons, and that kind of thing. Yikes. Alright, let's get out of here. Jeez. But yeah, a lot of areas will be open to you if you invest in yikes. Yeah, we're not going that way, unfortunately. No armor. So I guess that means that machine guns won't hurt me. And you know what? I think I'm going to, yep. That should do it. And another small thing is that, I should add some health. Oh well. You probably noticed me stomping on boxes everywhere. It's just kind of an automatic habit, there's no point to it. But I actually, the reason that I sometimes smash boxes when I step on them, and sometimes I don't, is that when you hold down as you fall on a box, it'll break it. And I just do this because I like smashing things. But it's not like boxes don't drop anything. There are no goodies hidden in the boxes, unfortunately. Nope, the goodies are just sitting out in the open instead. So, you know, I think I'm pretty cool with that. I love the gun advertisements. It's awesome. Here's some help. There we go. Less dying for everyone. not everyone. Just me, I guess. Less dying for me. Wonder if I can still go back for that ribbon that I missed. I probably screwed myself over there. Yeah, it's in another building. Huh. Yeah, I think I'll just go on without it. Yeah, this is why you gotta pay attention, because some secrets, if you miss out on them, you're pretty much, you have to start the level over in order to do that, and I don't think you want to watch me replay the level over again. What are those things? Those aren't blitz. Huh. Weird. Kick. Kick. Oh, that is lovely. Not strong enough to kick commanders down yet. How strong do I have to be to kick them? Probably wouldn't actually be very smart. As I probably mentioned before, getting up close and personal with commanders is not usually your best bet. Speaking of getting up close and personal, that's right. I wanted to demonstrate cracking enemies and show off. It's not something I do very often, because just in the process of moving around, the enemy actually might end up too far away from you, or actually turn around and see, which is pretty bad. But let's why don't we see if this guy will calm down, and maybe I'll try cracking him, because that should probably get exactly the results I want. Yes. All right. Let's do this. This is what cracking does. Now he's smart enough not to use as a rocket again. So yeah, you can actually get your enemies to disable some of their heavy weapons. So that's a lot of fun. It's worth doing on occasion. There are a few enemies where it does give you a strategic advantage to crack them. But it's kind of a crapshoot, just because they can basically turn around at any moment. Yeah, like I said, we would be running into the Kamado soon enough, and here they are. So the Kamado are a rather different race from the Taysen. And you might think that they'd be a little friendlier toward us, but no, not really so much. And they have an entirely different set of weapons. If you notice in the bottom left, my weapons are arranged into two rows, and the top row is Taysen weaponry, and the bottom row is Kamado weaponry. And their basic weapons are they're a fair bit more exotic than the Taysen shotguns and rocket launchers, as you can tell. And this type of weapon basically is kind of like an armor sandblaster, and as you can probably guess, standing in it is not a good idea if you can help it, because it does eat away at armor pretty quickly. So I don't know about you, but I think it'd be a good idea to get one for myself. and in order to use Kamado weaponry, you have to have a high enough stat to carry it. Same for the Tase, and you can see I have a Tase stat of 3 and a Kamado stat of 3, which allows me to carry the tier 2 weapons of both. Carrying the tier 3 weapons requires a stat of 6. You can see the 6th stat slot is lit up to show that. And then the 10th one allows you to carry the tier 4 weapons. So you do have to invest quite a bit of stats in order to use the best weapons in the game. So if you're going for a build that's oriented more towards other stats, you might find that it's not really possible to use those weapons. Yeah, so the Hyper Pulse is an interesting weapon. Basically it combines the Sandblaster effect of the Pulse Cannon with the kick effect of the Resonance Detonator, and this weapon can be quite annoying in the hands of certain enemies. But the Hyper Cannon is also useful for, well actually, I can demonstrate that right here. It's useful for doing this. There's no other way to get this here. And this right here is a supercharge, and that gives you an extra free stat. And every single sector has one of these. And we won't be acquiring all of them because some of them are quite difficult to get, and I don't remember how to get them, but they are out there. Let's see, what else can I make out of these? No. Yeah, I'm just pressing buttons at random now. Moving on. Sounds like a pretty reasonable guy. Yeah, totally. I'll admit, I guess I may not have been as diplomatic as I might have been contacting this new alien race. So here's an interesting thing. I'm going to not kill this particular soldier, and there's a good reason for that, and that may, I might explain why later, but you'll just have to trust me on this one. Alright, let's go do diplomacy. I can totally do that. Yep. Well, that didn't go very well. Alright, so, the thing about bosses in this game is that most of the time, you're not intended to just fight them straight up. Usually there's some way to, exploit a weakness to exploit some kind of weakness in them, and, Proterra here is pretty much the closest you're going to get to fighting in a boss, just in a straight-up firefight, but you do have the advantage of these turrets that you can kick into his face. Being the first boss, he's not really that hard. You just have to shoot him a lot and not get hit by, well, that mostly. Huh, he never used his super weapon. That's interesting. Well, I don't know. I mean, at the end of it, I was alive and he was dead. Isn't that how good diplomacy is supposed to go? No, maybe not. Yep, so that's Sector 3. And, yep, alright. See you next time.